Hi everyone, my name is Odeh. مساء الخير، أهلا وسهلا فيكم في مسابقة الهاكاثون الدولية في جامعة نيويورك في أبو ظبي. Welcome. I'd like to welcome you all to the second international hackathon at NYU New York in Abu Dhabi. And I'm really happy to have you all here. Some of you came from far away, thousands of miles away to be here to participate in this competition. And I'm really grateful for that. And some of you just came from, from the neighborhood, just like our students. Last year, 2011 was our first event, and it was really successful. And I'm really grateful for NYU Abu Dhabi leadership for understanding the importance of this event and deciding to have this event as an annual event. So thank you, Fabio Piano, our provost, who's with us here today. And I would also like to thank our Vice Chancellor, Al Bloom, he was with us last year, and he understood the impact and how important this event, and he pledged to have it as an annual event, and I'm really grateful for him as well. I also would like to thank my chair, Michael Overton, for their support during the last 3 years to support the computer and build a strong computer science department here at NYU Abu Dhabi. We've been having a wonderful time. It's been challenging, but it's also provided great opportunities for us to get to know the region, the UAE, to build relationship, to collaborate with the Arab world, and also to have international linkage. And this is how the event actually came about. And I think it really, this event shows us the strength and the impact that NYU Abu Dhabi can have, and which is basically to connect different regions and also to connect us to the world in some ways as well. So we had a really exciting 3 days. Students came from all over the world. We had 30 students from the United Arab Emirates. So I would like the students to stand up that came from the UAE. Please stand up. All the students, stand up. All of the students, including NYU Abu Dhabi students, stand up. You're from the UAE. Thank you. And we had about 40 students that are from all over the Arab world, from Algeria, from Egypt, from Kuwait, from Lebanon, from Jordan, from Qatar, from Saudi Arabia. Please stand up. From Palestine, from Jordan, from Egypt. Thank you. And we also have 15 students that came from the US. Please stand up. So we have Yale University, we have Princeton, we have NYU New York, we have Harvey Mudd, we have Carnegie Mellon. We also have a student from Mexico, from Brazil, from Denmark. Please stand up also. Thank you. Thank you for coming. And I'm really thankful also for the mentors, the experts, the professors, the professionals that also came from all over the world, from the US and from Egypt and Jordan and Lebanon and Kuwait. So please stand up, all of the mentors who have been hardworking all these 3 days. For the first time, an event like this is really focused on the Arab world. It's an international event that brings in international students and also from the region to actually focus on creating solutions to problems facing the Arab world and also facing the students. You'll see from the presentations that some of them are very personal. To the students that pitched these ideas, you can see that they are trying to find solutions and worked very hard from the idea to actually bring the solution alive. So I'm really excited. I'm very proud of the students' effort. Thank you so much for all of the hard work. You exceeded all of our expectation, and I'm sure the judges will feel the same way as well. And we're not going to take much longer time. So what I'm going to do is just also thank a few more people, which I have to, which is the Institute, the NYU Abu Dhabi Institute, and especially Nels in the back who worked and produced heroic efforts to make this event happen. And I also would like to thank Tariq also from the Institute who's been here with us all the 3 days. So thank you, Tariq, so much. You're such a pleasant person and worked miracles also. I'd like to thank my students, my freshman students, two of them, Ling and Morgante, who worked also, gave me a great support. Please stand up. There's so many people to thank, but I'm going to stop here and just also thank the advising committee that's been working with me. Please stand up. I'm not going to say all of your name, but I would like you to stand up. So there are some of them from Google, from NASA, professors. They're all standing over there. So thank you so much for all of the support for this week. And also thank you to all of the mentors and the experts that work tirelessly with all the teams to make sure that they come to this stage and work and refine the ideas and troubleshoot. Thank you very much. And I hope you will enjoy the demos, the application, and then you will see how creative and innovative this field. And I hope that the culture will spread and we'll have many hackathons and we'll continue to have this event as an annual event, as a celebration of people coming together, being creative, being innovative, and solving problems for the social good. So thank you so much. The way we're going to do this is we're going to have the team to save time. We're not going to introduce the teams. The teams will introduce themselves. We'll give them 5 minutes, and then they will present their solution. You will get a chance as an audience, even though the judges will pick the top 3 teams, but the audience will also get to also pick the best team. So there is an audience award. So we're going to give you a URL. The URL will be posted here. If you find it, you can actually use your application, use your mobile application to vote, and we will be able to get an award prize based on your choice. So make sure to see the URL that will come up and just point to the browser and pull up the application. It's very easy to use, and make sure to also vote as well. As each team goes on, just vote, and we will make sure to present an award from the audience. So thank you so much for coming. We're very happy to have you here, and we'll start with the first team.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Amna Dhari. Today we're going to present our project and idea, which is the Karma project. We are the Karma team. We are consisting of 4 members, mentored by Mr. Mohammed Mansour from Microsoft, starting with Anton and Anas. My name is Amna, of course, and this is my friend Kalthum Al-Awar, and we are from UAE University. So starting with the world as an Arab, we want to see which problems that we have currently. And we focused on new innovations and ideas. So we have a lot of people that, and especially causes, that have some problems with starting and building their project. And they can't take it to the next stage of making it a reality. And mostly it's because of lack of funding and lack of human resources. We made a small fast survey today from some people, ranges from 20s to 30s years old, and they were all agreeing that the shortage of funding and money it was a major problem, as well as the human resources. So here's the statistics that we did, like some sort of research, and it shows the Arab participation in the European Union. And we can see that most of the Arab countries that participated, they had a lot of number of projects, but only few of them were actually made into something official or a contract.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Okay. So how can we accomplish and how can we
make people's dream projects into reality. One of the things that we did is we created a website that can help people. Let's say that it's a Kickstarter. We got inspired by the idea of Kickstarter.com meets Meetup.com. So we propose a website that can help people find resources as human that can get tasks done, and we can have funds to make the project succeed. So what did we do in order to make this project itself, our project, into reality? We used a lot of technologies, including we built a website fully built on HTML5. We used Node.js, and we used Backbone.js for the client architecture, Passport.js to make the user, to enable the user to log in into the website using Facebook and LinkedIn. And finally, we used MySQL as the database and Twitter Bootstrap to make a very cool UI. Well, I won't keep you waiting. Let's see the UI with the demo.
Hi, I'm Antoine from the University of Ottawa, that's in Canada. So this is the Karma project. You can browse the most recent project that have been posted on the website. So here we can see a schoolyard cleaning. You can explore to see what they need, so a description of what's the project about, the kind of funding they need, which is in that case $45, and they didn't meet their goal so far, but all the tasks are fulfilled by contributors. I'm just gonna log in with my Facebook account. Yeah, so now I'm logged in. I can browse all the projects and explore them, or I can create a new one. So let's say I want to create, we have a cat that is stuck in a ladder, and we need $0 to do that, and that's the picture of our project. Yeah, so yeah. Alright, come here. Is it already created? Yeah, it's already created. So we need to save the cat, which is stuck in the ladder. So we can explore. I can say, oh yay, I'm gonna give $50 to this project because they need it, and now I'm here, and I'm like, yay, I love cat. Please save his life. And I think I ran out of time. So that's it. Hope you like it. The tasks. Yeah.
Hi, I'd like to introduce Team Takeflight. My name is Seth Thompson. I'm from Yale University, and I worked with Jeffrey Litt from Yale University, Omar Omran from Lebanese American University, Alex Chen from NYU, and our two mentors were Ramsey Nasser from IBM in New York and Max Schiller from NYU. Now, when we approached this hackathon, the problem that we thought was both pertinent and feasible to address and solve in a web app was simply this. The Arab world has the highest rate of youth unemployment in the world. In fact, 25% of Arab youth and recent grads from school are unemployed. The BBC did an article on this, and they cited the International Finance Corporation and Islamic Development Bank's annual report. They calculated that the Arab countries waste more than $40 billion annually from work lost by grads and students who could be in the job force. Now, this problem really connected with us. I wrote down one line from the end of the report. When they wrapped up, they said solutions that would solve this problem. The key solution was ensuring greater information transparency and matchmaking between young people, employers, and education providers, such that young people meet the needs of the labor market. That's really the key. And so our solution, Takeflight, is a service that connects students to mentors who give them professional advice. So first, we have part of the service is to connect the students and to find these pairs. And we also built a video platform that allows them to communicate in real time with the help of a translator and share information back and forth in this mentoring session. Let's go forward to the architecture. We built this on Ruby on Rails, hosted on Heroku. We used the OpenTalk API to provide Skype-like video chat functionality. Our database is in Postgres on Heroku, and we use the Facebook SDK to handle user authentication and logins. We have a web client, and let's show you what it looks like right now. This is takeflight. Let me introduce you now to Jeffrey Litt. Jeffrey is a student, and he's going to be demonstrating a use caseage of our service. He logs in with Facebook to find a mentor. Now, from Facebook, we automatically pull a profile picture, a time zone, all sorts of information that we don't have to manually re-enter when he enters our database. But we do add a couple features unique to our service. Jeffrey can add a short bio, which helps employers or mentors know what he's looking for and who he is. He selects the language that he speaks and skills both that he wants to learn and he can teach. One of the unique features of our platform is that we want to create a community, not just of mentors who have no incentive to give back to the community, but of mentors who may want to learn things themselves from other people. So it's a two-way exchange, and Jeffrey is looking for mentoring today, but tomorrow he may mentor someone else in interviewing or the entertainment industry. As soon as he clicks submit, our program algorithmically generates a list of the top 5 mentors in our database for Jeffrey. They do this by calculating weights from matched interests, and they facilitate the mentors at the top of the list speak his language. In this case, we want to demonstrate. We want to demonstrate the translation. So let's go ahead and book a meeting. Jeffrey books a meeting that's soon. And meanwhile, we have Omar in the audience who is bilingual. He is going to sign up to this meeting as a translator. And when Jeffrey refreshes, we should see that Omar is now in the meeting. Let's join the meeting and go straight to the chat. All right, and Ramsey is our mentor, the one generator. There he is in the audience. Ramsey's online. Here's Jeffrey, and Omar the translator. Give it a shot.
Hey, Ramsey. I guess the audio is not going to go through here.
No.
How should I win at this hackathon, Ramsey? How should I succeed? Thank you.
Omar's translating, and Ramsey can hear this through his headphones.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Okay. And the key feature here we didn't mention, we have a pad which we can share URLs, information, any sorts of data, code for a coding interview, links to more information. And the biggest thing we built on top of all of this for mentors and translators on the go was a native iPhone app. Omar is not on a computer. In fact, he's right behind you mentoring from a native iPhone app. He can see all the screens, and Jeffrey has successfully found a mentor. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. So for our project, we decided to develop an Android app that we have titled Pigment. So just for starters, introduce the team. It's me, Akram, Shahad, Song, Katie, and our really wonderful mentor, Hussein, who has to leave very shortly, and we thank him for all of his help. So to get on to it. So when coming up with this app, we had the objective that we really wanted to help people who had color blindness. And we wanted to provide an application that would be able to actually help them identify colors in real time. So to give a little bit of background, color blindness is an X-linked trait, so it mainly affects men. And that's about 10% of the population. So that's 350 million people who have color blindness. And amongst them, about 25% of those actually have a type of color blindness where they can't see reds or greens at all. So we were targeting our app specifically at them. So when we were doing our initial research, we found out that a lot of color blindness apps already existed. And we went through a lot of them, and to the best of our knowledge, we noticed that all they really did was shift the color balance. They didn't really swap colors. And for the ones that could swap colors, they had to take stills. So there weren't any that we found that actually were able to transmute colors in real time. So the limitation of this, obviously, is that who can't tell the difference or who can't see greens and reds, whatever at all, these apps really don't help them. They only increase the contrast. So this would be problematic, for example, if you lose the message on one of these dangerous red stop signs and you see it as green. So yeah, shifting the color spectrum really does nothing to help these people. So we decided to come up with Pigment. And this application allows the colorblind individuals to both identify and modify colors in a real-time video of their environment. And the way this works is that we have these people turn on our application, they actually get an image of their environment, and they can tap on whatever objects they want. It'll take that color, and then it will allow them to transmute all objects with that color into another color of their own choosing. So we'll show you how it actually works.
Yeah, right now we have a bug where the screen is 90 degrees rotated. We're not exactly sure what's causing it, but I'm sure with more time we can fix it. So right now we have a yellow object on the screen. When we tap it, it identifies the color on the top as yellow, and it changes all objects that are yellow to cyan, which is the default color right now. We can change this default value here. Just a second. Whoops. Yeah. So like, let's say we want to change everything we select to red. Now when we click the yellow book will turn red. Wait.
So from now, where can we go? What's in our mind for features? We're going to add. First of all, we're going to add a feature that tests the the users of color blindness. So we can. After several questions, know what type of visual impairment they have, and then apply whatever configuration to our application to help them more. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Hi. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jessica Mung from Claflin University, South Carolina. And my team here, we created a website called Al-Mutaka.
Okay, my name is Sharmina. I'm from Zaid University, and here is our friend Ling, Jessica, Sarah, and Anud. Okay, we're here to present our website called Al-Multaka, which means a place to gather in Arabic. We basically created this website to address some of the problems that a student face in Arab world.
Okay, so let's say I'm a student at NYUAD, and we have this event coming up, a humanities workshop, and Shamina would like to attend.
And we have an event, maybe a concert that's going on in our university that Jessica would like to attend.
But we don't know that these events are going on, so we can't even say, okay, I would like to come or I'd like not to come.
And that's really an issue. So to address this issue, we created this website where the Al-Multaka gives an opportunity for university students to gather for academic events.
Yeah,
okay?
It integrates events in one place so that students will have the opportunity to see all these events that are available to them, and it will help foster better alliance between the students in the universities.
Okay, and
so you might wonder why Facebook is not a good solution to this problem. Facebook, as you know, gives you access to only those people that are in your local network, which is not what we want, first of all. We want you to be able to access and share events with people who you do not even know, who might have interest in what you want to do. And also, it does this in such a secure manner because we only allow people who actually attend universities to register on our site. And we don't want to populate news feeds of different people with random posts on their walls. So.
And Al-Multaka also addresses some of the issues in Arab world, like as we know that Arabic culture doesn't support people to meet up randomly. Like there are some websites called meetup.com that arranges meetups, random people. So Arab culture doesn't support that. So this Al-Multaka solves this problem by letting university students only gather in one place for academic reasons. Okay, so let's start with a demo.
All right, so this is our website here. You can see this UI right here. We try to make it as simple and as clean as possible. Down the middle, you have a list of events of everyone and who made it and what school is hosting it. And on the right-hand side, we have an aggregator of news feeds from all the schools in the region. So this is a place where you can come up and just at a glance get a quick update about what's going on around here, what's happening over schools, and see if there's anything you're interested in. So over here I'm logged in as Alice, and you can see she has we pulled a Facebook picture. So I'm going to quickly show you how easy it is for us to register an account on our service. So we just type our email address. We verify that you belong to the school and assign you the appropriate school, depending on what email you have. And we verify the app, saying that it's okay. And quickly you'll see that it will pull your data and it'll automatically create an account. We want to make sure that we have as low as a barrier of entry into our app as possible. So here you see I'm logged in, it's got my profile picture, it's recognized I'm from NYU, and I can look at all the events from a region. So for example, if I see there's an event, Women as Global Leaders, that sounds interesting. It's, how about I attend that one? So all I do is I click attend, and we give it some time. The main kind of hacky part of this is we use heavy Google Calendar APIs. So what this website allows you to do is you're able to, all the events are piped around in Google Calendar. So if you look here at Women as Global Leaders, if I do a quick search for that, there you go, it's already in my calendar. All I clicked was attend, I gave it my email address, and it came straight up onto my calendar. If Alice was then going to change the event on her calendar, all she would have to do is go onto Google Calendar, change the time, delete it, whatever, I would get an email update straight away. And to create an event on this website, it's extremely simple. All I go is, say I'm hosting an NYUAD Hackathon, and I'm hosting it at NYU downtown campus. And to share the event on the site, all I have to do is share it to almutaka.events@gmail.com. And the website will automatically pull it down, alert it to all the, alert all the other students in the region, and they'll automatically get all the events that are coming. It's super easy. You can even share the events without ever using the site. Publicize to Facebook. It's a great platform for advertising, and you don't have to visit the site every 5 minutes for it to be effective. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Murtaza Wahid, and these are my team members, Hassan and Omar. Omar and Anwar. And the name Sina comes from the late Avi Sina, who was a doctor and he's known in the Middle East as being the father of healthcare. Okay, now what are the issues that we're addressing? So obesity is one of the rapidly growing problems in UAE and the neighboring countries. And the World Health Organization showed that at the end of 2012, over 60% of the UAE population was overweight or obese. And basically, I was just going over some forums online, and I saw that people keep asking questions like, what's my BMI, or what's my BMR, and how should I plan my diet? How do I lose weight? And people are getting frustrated because they keep trying these diet plans, and they don't know how to. They keep plateauing after a certain point. So we just wanted to package all this information and provide the people with a service so that they could achieve their weight loss goals. Now, the mobile application comes with 4 components. There's a metrics component, a exercise, a diet, and a social component. Omar's just going to explain to you the 4 components of the phone.
Hello, everyone. As Murtada said, I'll have to say something first. When we started implementing this, we tried to do it on Android. However, in the middle of the way, we found problems concerning the UI. It was hard to come up with something appealing to the user and less complicated. So we did mainly almost full implementation of the business logic on Android. Then, yesterday, we decided to switch and design the UI on Windows Phone. It's as you can see here, it's really nice, and we did not have time to implement the business logic. So after I'm done, Hassan will give you a small demo on Android and the almost done Windows application. So here, as you can see, we have the metrics side of the application, it lets you monitor and track your scores, the calories you've eaten, the exercises, the meals, and etc. And it monitors also how you're doing in terms of your goal, how much weight you want to lose. We have the diet function. This function allows you to log the meals you eat every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, snacks, everything. It also shows you what recent food you have eaten and any favorite food you're marked as favorite. We have also the workout function. This workout function suggests some exercises you need to do, and it logs the exercises you do, and again, the favorite exercises and whatever you've done recently. And it's point-based. It gives you your score, and it monitors your performance so that you'll be more excited about it. We have also the community feature of this. As you can see, go back. As you can see, we have Ask the Expert function. We have also some articles about health, and the most important thing is that it lets you communicate with people who are trying to do the same thing, to lose weight. And this function is the most important one because it's going to help you, it's going to give you motivation to keep going on your goal and see that other people are suffering from the same thing. Now we'll move to the demo with thank you.
We're very sorry. We have we completed a part of the application, but we need to connect it to the device to show how you would find like a running community around, because the idea is when you want to lose weight, there are 4 things you should take into consideration: your diet, your meals, exercises, and a support community to motivate you to achieve your weight loss goals. So what we're able to do is in the support community bit, would link users with similar people who have like the same weight loss goals. So like they are motivated to basically keep track of their weight loss goals, keep track of their diet, keep track of their exercises, and there are running clubs they can join. And there is one in Abu Dhabi Striders. There was one in Dubai, we run Dubai, and the Nike Run Club. Thank you very much, and we'd love if you vote up our idea. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. While we're setting up our laptops, let me introduce our team. I'm Rafael from Masdar Institute here in Abu Dhabi.
I'm Guilherme from Brazil.
I'm Yassine Karmouche from Morocco.
I'm Amin Bouhaji from Morocco.
I'm Ulaidi Mohammed from Morocco too.
So today we're going to present you the result of our 3-day fun and suffering. Car Drive Me, which is, this is a photo of a general day in Cairo. And statistically, if you stay 1 day out at Cairo, it's equal to smoking 20 cigarettes. So we thought how we can solve this problem. What are the ways, the easiest ways, and how can we affect that? To fight the air pollution, or globally to save the planet, and how to fight traffic congestion. And so we will save people's time and save gas and money. So our vision is what we're trying to create we're creating a product for car owners who would like to save money and reduce pollution. So we present you the Car Drive Me, which is a product that allows to find a lift at any time in a day, in real time, right from your mobile phone, not depending on what platform you are or where you are. Unlike other carpooling services, we are very closely connected to the social networks, especially Facebook, which allows us to precisely choose which kind of people we want to ride with, or which kind of people we would like to give a lift. The technologies that we have used include HTML5 for geolocation and local storage APIs, which were recently introduced there, Bootstrap, JavaScript, CouchDB, Pusher, notification service for the browsers, Google Maps API, and Facebook API. Our business model, the revenue sources for us would be first ad sponsored service for the free application, on which we plan to show nearby businesses, and sponsor destinations, promotions, and via push notifications. And as a paid service, premium apps without advertising, virtual credits in the system. I will talk about them later. And taxi service partnership. The costs, which are the paid services, product development and maintenance cost, hosting, API usage, marketing, and donation to environment charities. In future, I will talk about the charities something more. What's next? What we are planning to do is complete the missing pieces of the puzzle that will be filling the planned part of the product, which we didn't manage to finish in these 3 days, and participate in future contexts related to sustainable and green energy. Finally, we want to have a startup and seek some money from VICES. And let me present the demo. So, zoom out. Wonderful. So here I have 2 devices with totally different ecosystems. One is Android and another is iPhone. And we all know that it's sometimes hard to find the same application for different platforms. So we decided to fully make it in HTML. First, what you should do, you are going to the cardrive.me, not card.com. Initially, you have to log in via Facebook, and it's already logged, so it instantly takes you to the map. Here you can see the map of Abu Dhabi, and the red cars on them indicate the cars that are currently going through the city. Their location is actually updated in real time, and these cars are actually small programs that are running on the server, which are simulating actual clients who are using the application. So we have 2 modes. One is driver mode, and one is the client mode. You can either be a driver or to seek a lift. On this device, I will become a driver. And on this device, I will request a lift. Because we are out of time, I will just tell what will happen in future. So if you want to make sure, you can come and see. It's all live working demo. So after I request a lift, the drivers who are in driver mode that wants somebody to give a lift, they will receive a notification that this person from this location wants to go to this location, and they will actually see on the map the path that they should go to that person. And they can either accept that request or ignore it. If they accept, the guy who needed the lift will receive notification that the car will arrive in this much of minutes. This time is computed automatically based on the map and on Google Maps API. And that's it. After the journey is over, you can rate both the driver and the client, which will in future go to their points in the system. In future, we also plan to add payment system, which will be used in the countries when it's actually too legal to operate this kind of taxi service. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I am Nurhan Gamal, and these are my teammates Hind and Saleh Ahmed. We are all from Helwan University, Egypt. We came today with our idea, which is Interactive Social Museum. Why we chose this idea? Because we think that museums are not very interactive. And when we searched, we found out that, for example, in Egypt, we have 60 museums and about 50 visitors daily in each, which is a very low number. So we came up with the solution, which is, we found that it's boring because museum is not very interactive and there is a tour guide required. And also sometimes it's very crowded that I can't see all the artifacts in the museum. So we came up with the solution to solve these problems, and it is a mobile application which is self-guided museum experience with an interactive and social twist. The new thing is that we have now the device in our hand, and once we enter the museum, the visitor will open the camera, and the camera starts to detect the artifact inside the museum and display the information about this special artifact for him. After that, he can socialize with people around him in the museum and also on the social media networks like Facebook and Twitter. Now we are going to see, in this survey, we make a survey to make sure that our project is going to work. So we found that people like to go to the museum, but at the same time, they feel that it's boring and they don't have fun inside the museum. So they also like to have technology inside the museum. This is the demo, and here we are going to see how it works. The camera is switched on now, and when the camera detects the artifact, it displayed the information about this artifact in front of the screen.
Okay.
And we also have another section in our project which will be for children actually to use gestures to rate their tour inside the museum. By using gestures, we can see it now.
Hi. We use the same concept in this area or in this project. This project depends on how to make or allow the users to rate our system. I use the skin detection. First, I detect the skin color. Then, with my fingers, it counts the finger number and then rate the system as we can see here. This is the part of hand recognition and how to count the number of fingers.
How we're going to measure our success is from the number of downloads of our app and also from the number of shares and likes on the social media. And the impact of our project will be from the joy and experience that people for visitors in the museum will be increased, and the buzz about the artifacts in the museum will be on the social media. And also, our next steps will be that we are going to do a feedback in our app, a feedback form, and we will increase the database content in all the museum. And also, we're looking to make a partnership with museums. And thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, this weekend we helped a population that is very underserved by technology. This issue is very personal to me because my mother has severe hearing problems. Okay, so I hope you will all find this issue worth addressing urgently. Okay, so being deaf comes with a lot of hassle, a lot of struggle, as many things we take for granted are not designed with them in mind. Today we are trying to improve the life of deaf people a little bit by our application that is called Alert to Sign. Let's start with some facts. 360 million people in the world have hearing problems, and 70% of deaf women and 60% of deaf men are illiterate. So now imagine for a second that you are deaf, sitting at the airport. This situation can happen to you.
الإمارات رحلة رقم 123 والمتوجهة إلى لندن هيثرو.
So we have a solution for this. You see the guy who was lost, he didn't hear anything about the gate change.
So imagine if Alert to Sign was available today.
So on the screen now, you should be able to see our web portal, and you can see the Android app here. These announcements in red have already been created, and this is essentially a log of announcements, just like you see a log of text messages on your phone. And can we switch to... Here you can see the two messages that we showed before were on my phone, and as we add a message, you can see that if we switch back here, you can see that an alert popped up on the top, and we have the new message over here. And so you can see the alerts here. And essentially now, if we would want to translate one of these messages, let's say flight 200 is my flight. We click, and we go to our third-party application that will translate this text into sign language. And then once the message is done, it will take you back to the app. We also have some other features. If we can switch to the...
So we can deactivate messages or resend them or delete them. We will try to deactivate the last message.
So then switch back.
The Android app won't pull it again.
So now the view has refreshed, and a message that is deactivated is considered no longer pertinent, so it goes away. You can also resend a message, so it will show up again, and you can delete a message so that it disappears from the database. So essentially, we have a series of success metrics that we'd like to see this application go through. We'd like to see at least 10% of the hearing impaired use Alert to Sign during its beta release. We hope to generate mass exposure to the world's deaf community about applications being built specifically for them. And one of the most crucial things is for partnerships with major transit hubs and more remote stations to use the Alert web portal so that everyone with this application would be able to be aware of very important emergency announcements that I guess we all take for granted. Essentially, future work would be to integrate also nationwide alert systems. So if many of you have gotten a text message from your city during a flood alert or a storm alert or something like that, then since a lot of these people are also illiterate, we'd be able to translate those messages into text. Essentially, with this application, we could theoretically translate any message.
I'd like to say that in Tunisia, my homeland, there is 10% of the population that have hearing problems. That's huge.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Hello, everybody. This is Team Laha. I'm Caroline. This is Taha, Katik, Aisha, and Dan. So today we're here to present a solution for women like Miriam. Miriam is a 43-year-old woman from Dubai. So recently she found out that she has breast cancer, but she's really scared and doesn't know how to tell people, or because in this region, sometimes some diseases are stigmatized, for example, breast cancer or depression. So that makes it really hard to share her experience, and it's really lonely. That's why we have designed Laha. Laha is a safe platform for Arab women who are struggling with chronic diseases to share their journey with their peers anonymously. It's like talking to your friends, but not professional counseling. So by using Laha, a woman like Miriam would have a place to share her journey to fight diseases. And by using the platform, she will realize that she's not unusual and she's not alone.
We aspire to reach all the Arab women in GCC countries by allowing and developing two services. Web platform to share written stories. But the problem is, what about the non-familiar technology women in the Arab world? We developed another service. It's based on call service. The both services are working under one project, Laha.
Now we go to the demo. So Miriam, as we said, Miriam can go to the website and she can select like breast cancer, ovarian cancer, depression, or osteoporosis. But as Caroline said, Miriam has breast cancer, so let's go to breast cancer. So this is the breast cancer page. So she can share a story by clicking on that button, or she can hear other people speaking by clicking on this. Yeah. And she can even read stories by other people. She can have certified resources. She can have like featured doctors. And we have similar pages for depression, osteoporosis. Now, imagine Miriam does not have access to the internet. So what will she do?
Miriam would just simply make a call.
السلام عليكم. اسمي روان الحربي. أنا جدا سعيدة لاتصالك بنا. الكثير من النساء اتصلن بنا ليحكوا عن تجاربهن المؤلمة.
So now Miriam can select a suitable category. She would select breast cancer.
اضغطي على 1 للتعرف على سرطان الثدي. اضغطي على 2 للتعرف على مرض السمنة. اضغطي على 3 للتعرف على مرض الاكتئاب. اضغطي على 4 للتعرف على مرض الإيدز. واضغطي 0 إذا أردتي سماع الرسالة مجددا.
So we just selected breast cancer. So now Miriam can either listen to other stories or tell her own story. So for this demo, we'll tell a story. Okay. So now it's just giving us instructions about how to tell the story and the button to press when you're done.
Hello to everyone who's listening. I just wanted to share that I just completed my radiation therapy and I feel much better now. This message is to everyone out there who's still struggling and to let you know that it will get better.
Okay, so now the audio is being uploaded to the website. A moderator will review it, and if it's suitable, he'll accept it, and then it can be available for anyone in the community to listen to.
To let you know that this gets better, this can be cured, please visit the doctor and let's find out. Nothing.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi guys, this is application Marah. First, before I actually start introducing my application, our application, I'd like to introduce my team. We have, so down here we have Hassan, Allah, Walid, and Mahmoud, and me, Gautam. So our mentor was Dr. Musa. So let me show you a short video before we actually start presenting. So as you guys know, that's Tom and Jerry, right? So we analyzed Tom and Jerry and looked at what aspects of Tom and Jerry makes it so popular. So let's take a look. Tom and Jerry has no language barrier. So anybody can, there's barely any sound in Tom and Jerry, right? I mean, any talking going on. Then it's very exciting and funny because characters are hitting each other, smashing each other with all these wonderful tools, right? So we decided, why don't we look at why kids, what can we do for kids to make them enjoy education? So there's some statistics that make kids not like education so much. So 91% of kids between the age of 2 to 17 are gamers. So there's an increase in the amount of Xbox, PS3, and Wii's being sold. So this shows there's a relationship. Kids are playing more games and doing less homework, less studying. So that's where Marah comes in. We looked at this problem, and we analyzed that children have difficulties in learning. So they have difficulties improving their skills and shapes. They irritate the teachers and get bored in classes. I mean, how many of you have irritated your teachers? I know I have, right? Right? So this is where our application comes in. So Marah, yep. So it's funny, it's exciting, and it's a good and interactive game in which children can interact with both their teachers, their parents, as well as their friends. I mean, at the same time, it improves their skills. So let's take a look at the framework and, the basic outline of Marah. We got kids can change their character at first, a boy or a girl. Then they have to pass through a series of obstacles to get to their home. These obstacles are a game. You see those little dots between the game? Well, since the game is a shooting game, we decided that if we can ask kids questions in certain topics, maybe they can improve their skills in there. So these, since in a game you have lives, ammo, different weapons you can use. So we decided that if the child gets low in a certain variable like ammo, we can ask them a question, and they will gain, if they get it right, they gain a certain amount of ammo, motivating them to complete the game, but at the same time improving their skills in that area. So let's go for a demo.
So basically, the kid has to choose a character, either if it's a boy or a girl.
Use your skills to find your way home.
Okay, then we show him obstacles to get home. For example, we have a game. He has to shoot the spaceships, and he only has 3 shots. So during the game, he certainly will be in lack of shots. So of rifles. So we'll give him an option to get more rifles, and to get more rifles, he has to accomplish one of these educational programs. So, for example, here we give him the option to draw a letter which is Q, or try. The resolution is bad. Okay, so.
Try again, Alia.
Okay, so just try again. It's not like you actually.
Draw
Okay, so if he draw the correct correct letter, woo! So he'll move to the next level, which is either learning shapes. For example, we'll show him list of objects,
Well done, Alia.
and his score is increasing when he gets more correct answers.
He can go back and continue his journey to home.
Until he gets home.
Yeah. Any questions?
So just return to the presentation.
Hi, everybody. Good evening. My name is Nabil, and I'm here to present to you about our product, notifyME. All right. Now, when we started developing this product, I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. We were thinking of how can we reach out to the most majority of people. We started considering push notifications because every one of us has a smartphone. By show of hands, how many of you are Facebook or Twitter freaks? Sorry, not freaks, addicts. My bad. How many of you are addicts? And how many of you check it on like a daily, day-to-day basis? Well, the numbers are reducing. 5-minute basis? All right, now we just have a few hands. That's my point. When it comes to online social services or anything where we get information online, due to the lack of resources, maybe not having a smartphone or maybe just not having access to the internet, we often are disconnected from that world. And during that period, it's very hard to get information. So that's where we came up. Our product basically is a real-time, Our product is a real-time communication platform for the government to reach out to the residents of a country. And when I say residents, I mean every single person. We don't want to leave anyone behind. And we thought, how can we actually achieve this? The solution is actually quite simple. You guys have seen the iPhone. This is actually the solution, the simplest phone ever made. We use SMS, texting technology, to reach out messages to everyone, since almost everyone in this room has a phone, I'm pretty sure. You can receive SMSs anytime from organizations such as governments or companies or practically anyone in the world. So our product allows these companies or governments to send you real-time updates, important updates. Say, for example, the Transport Authority wants to tell you there's a block at so-and-so road. Avoid it. They send you an email. You might not have email at that moment, but they send you an SMS. You are guaranteed to look at it within the next 10 to 20 seconds. Now, we'll show you a live demo of the product. Passing the mic on. There you go, your device.
So because we wanted to target the target audience with using this small, normal phone, what we started off with registering a user through SMS service. So real quick, I'm just going to put in a value. Our general format, which we follow, is send an SMS to the number. Can I have the next slide, please? Okay.
I don't know.
We have a pseudo SMS language, which we use REG. Okay. Can I have the next?
There you go.
A pseudo SMS language in which we say REG, AD, and let's say area 5. So REG says register me, AD says Abu Dhabi, and area 5. Send the SMS. We have to wait for this for a couple of seconds for the server to reply to us.
So in order to give a possibility for the administrator or the government officials or anybody who uses our service from the back end, we used the Google Maps and predefined some areas on the maps where people can either online or offline register. As my colleague specified, when you register through SMS, you specify your area of interest and your city. So we'll see how the administrator can have a map of the city divided into areas. He can select, right now we have just a rectangle, but any shape. Basically, over the city. This shape will recognize which areas are affected, and by typing a message, he is able to reach everybody who is registered in that area. As you see, the areas are colored, and my colleague is sending a message to the newly registered.
Basically, it takes a while for the message to reach because right now we're using services abroad because we can't really get in touch with Etisalat within 3 days. But within a few seconds, we will basically receive the SMS on this phone, and that's how it works. The back end and one front end to reach everyone.
You can give it.
You can pass the phone around so you can see the SMS coming out to you. And yeah, thank you very much. And
thank you.
I'd like to add, I'm sorry, I'd like to add, we worked really hard on this. So there are also options in which SMSs get overclocked because of so many updates. So we also provided the user with an option of muting. So the muter, if you mute and send an SMS saying mute, what happens is the server gets a call that whenever an update has to be made, it won't send you the message. So it doesn't follow you everywhere like your mail or your Facebook. You know when you can control it, you can mute it, you can unmute it, and it won't overpower your life like that. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Afnan, and I'm from Carnegie Mellon in Qatar. And this is Fahim, and this is Hashim, and they're also from Carnegie Mellon, Qatar. So today we're here to present to you Code Together, which basically lets you collaborate on code in real time. This is a very sort of personal problem for us because all three of us are hackers and we're always developing something or the other, or we have assignments and stuff like that. And ultimately, there's very few solutions out there for us to actually share whatever snippet of code we're working on with someone else, get help in real time, see their expression or stuff like that. So I'm not going to go to a demo. I'm going to go to a real life scenario where we have Fahim, who's a student, and Hashim, who's a teaching assistant. And Fahim has apparently some problem that he needs to fix, and let's see what happens.
Oh, I really need to learn this factorial function. Maybe I should contact my teaching assistant. I think I'll use Code Together. Let me go there very quickly. Yes. So let me upload. Let me try uploading my code up there. Let's get this done. Let me start my video conference. I hope he accepts.
Link.
I'll share the link with him. Let me share the link with him so that he can come online and, yeah. Oh, you can't see me. Okay. Okay, I hope he's accepting soon.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Fahim. How are you?
Oh, yeah, I can see. Oh, hi. I'm good. How are you?
I'm
Teaching
pretty good.
assistant.
What happened?
I can't figure out how to, do this factorial thing. Can you please help me?
Oh, you're trying to learn a new language and factorial.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's analyze your code, yeah?
Let me try compiling first. Yeah, you see, the problem is that I always get zeros. I don't know why.
Yeah, definitely factorial of 5 is not 0. So let's see what the problem is. You look at your code while I'm editing it,
okay.
Real time.
Okay.
And so let's see.
Oh, you're changing stuff. Should I try compiling now?
So do you see the problem for him?
Let me try compiling first. I want to see the output.
Sure.
Oh, it actually works.
Yeah, so basically factorial is a function in which the base case returns 1, not 0. If you multiply by 0, the result will be 0, right?
Oh, so let me see. Oh, so you change the 0 to a 1.
Yeah, so you could go back.
I see.
So you can go back and actually look at your code and understand what the problem is.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. You can also share it with your friends,
yeah?
Okay, so that's that. Basically, that's the problem that we had. It was very personal, and we solved it. At least we hope so. So there's a couple of other features you want to show. So it's not that you can just share with others on chat. We also have upload. So you can use any of the popular social networks like Google+, Facebook, Twitter, and basically reach out to anyone else who wants to help you out and learn coding or solve your problems. So the point we're trying to make here is that, yes, there are certain solutions out there where you can share code with others and then maybe work on problems. But what we've built here is a product that's really simple, really intuitive. It's a single page. You just go there, you paste, and it generates new URLs for everyone who wants to use. You just paste your code, quickly set up video chat, and start solving problems. So that was the problem, and we've solved it, and that's pretty much it. So thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you all. I'm Xanda. These are all the names of my team. We're a little bit big. And today I want to talk to you about our project, NYUAD. We made this project because we want to address a problem in the Arab world, which is the education system. There's a lot of corruption in a number of countries in the Arab world for the education system. Teachers aren't getting paid enough. And because teachers aren't getting paid enough, they're not creating good curricula. Students are having to rely on private lessons, which teachers then supply because they're going to get paid much better for private lessons than for their own teaching, drawing even more attention away from the actual classroom. If we see, there are 30 million students in secondary education alone in the Arab world, and 66% of students in, say, Egypt are taking private tutoring and need it in order to actually get through these classes. Now, this is a problem. Private tutoring costs a lot of money. In fact, we have a statistic saying for some families it's 60% of the money they're spending. That's huge. And so if you're not privileged enough, you can't get a good education. The solution that we're proposing is NYUAD, which means the light of knowledge. And what we want to do is we want to create a platform to crowdsource education resources so that the roughly 40% of these students who are internet accessible can actually be able to have educational resources online. Now, of course, you've probably heard about online education resources before, but the thing that you probably haven't seen is those that support Arabic. So our goal is to have a platform that actually allows Arabic speakers to learn in Arabic and to have interactive exercises that they can use. I'm going to demo it for you right now. If you look at the bottom, if you're like me, you probably don't speak Arabic, and this doesn't make a lot of sense. But what are listed down here are a number of particular courses. Right now, we're starting with a few special courses in order to actually test out the product. This is one. And then we allow you to interact in several different forms of exercise. This is the curriculum layout. One possible type of exercise would be a text exercise, but another, which Islam is going to demonstrate, is a video exercise.
Thank you, Xanda. NYUAD is meant to be a platform that anyone can contribute to. And with that, we wanted to make it super easy for people to create high-quality educational material. And an example of that is an interactive video exercise. So we had the two mentors that we have, Dr. Shaib and Dr. Amir, create educational material specifically for this platform. And I'm just going to show you an example of how we can put this together to create an interactive video exercise. So here I have just links to YouTube videos that we uploaded just last night. And this is going to be the first step. I'm going to add an exercise. I'm going to add a video to this exercise. And in this video, this is an example of a limit problem, a problem in limits, if YouTube is cooperating. There we go. So the instructor is explaining this limit problem. And in the end of this problem, if YouTube, again, is cooperating, come on. Hopefully cooperates. Oh, okay. So at the end of this problem, this is a problem where the instructor is giving out a multiple choice question. He's posing a multiple choice question at the end of this video. So we have tools for him to create an exercise like this. He can choose to add options. So I can add like 3 radio buttons to this video to give it to the students. And let me line these up correctly. Oops. Right, like this. Like so, and this is the correct solution. Then I can move on to the next step and put on part 2. And part 2 of this video is a follow-up video with the correct solution, as well as an explanation of how one was able to get to that solution. And then I can add part 3, which is a follow-up question to this exercise. And in this exercise, for the sake of time, I'm just going to forward. Yeah, for the sake of, in this example, the instructor is giving a problem where the student needs to figure out the answer and put it in a text box. So here we have a tool where I can put a text box on the video, and let me just line it up right here. I can put in the correct solution, and finally I can put in part 4, which is a follow-up video with the correct solution. And then I'm done. Now I've created an interactive exercise. This is what it would look like for a student. So a student can play this video, and at the end of this video, so this is the first part, this is when they're asked a multiple choice question. And here the video stops. They're prompted to enter the solution that they think is correct. So let me try answering it. And here I got the answer wrong. Let's try answering it right. I think it's right. And then we can proceed to the correct solution. And then if we continue on, the student is prompted with a text box to also enter the correct solution. So for the sake of time, I'm not going to go through the rest of the example. Sorry. But is this working? Yeah, we have, the end of this hackathon is really just the beginning for this project. This project is simple and extensible. It is the first online platform to crowdsource educational material specifically for the Arab world. And so this is the plan that we have. For the next 2 months, we're going to do 2 things. We're going to reach out to instructors. We already have a couple of instructors on board, including our mentors, as well as brush up on the initial version of the implementation of this platform, specifically for the exercises. That will get us ready by April. And this is the time where students can start reviewing exercises. Thank you.
Actually, Sonia from Mexico, and the sombrero means hat, a hat. She was, sharing the little sombreros with everyone. So that's our idea, is to share information. So basically, all right, I forgot to introduce the team. All right, let's start with Rami Hamoud from Lebanon, Sonia Cisneros from Mexico, Dima Hijazi from Jordan, and Hassan Al-Yusuf from Jordan, and me, Ghadir Haddad. All right, basically the problem is transferring information from rural areas in the MENA region. So, for example, the internet penetration rate in North Africa is only around 15%. So the statistics shows that the internet coverage is low, and transferring information using satellite connections is really expensive, while mobile coverage is really high. So, as you can see, next slide. As you can see that the percentage of internet users in the region is only 3.7%, while the percentage of mobile subscribers exceeds 100% for some countries like Jordan and Saudi Arabia. So I will let Rami continue.
Hello, I'm Rami. So what's our solution? Basically, our solution is that we want to transfer data records from a local database to the central database using the mobile phones in a secure and seamless way. Next slide. So this is the infrastructure of our system. Suppose we want to transfer the AIDS records, like medical or food aid, of a certain underprivileged area with no internet connection. So during the demo, we're gonna simulate this experience, this being the rural area and that being the central database. So using our mobile application called NSync with a K, you can transfer information from the local database to the central database in a seamlessly and secure way. And we verify the synchronization when you sync back to the local database. Thus completing the cycle you see here. So Hassan will first sync to the local database. You were supposed to see, can you open the web?
Where is it?
Web application, Chrome. So this is the center database that has basically nothing, because nothing has been synced yet. But over there on the Mac, we already have records. And Hassan will, wait, man. First, Hassan will use the mobile application that's on his Windows phone and sync the records on the local database to his phone. So everything will be stored to the phone. Did you sync it? Now Hassan will travel to the central database. After you. Okay, and now he will sync the data he has in his phone to the database that's considered the other machine. And now we refresh. You can see the data records on the mobile phone, and it indicates which records have been updated, and that the update has been successfully completed. As you see, after going, we transfer the information from that server to this database. All right. Now, to complete the cycle, Hassan must go back to the local database server after you. Smile, man, smile. Okay. And now he will sync to the to the local server, and you can see on the laptop that okay. So on the laptop, basically, you get a check sign which indicates that, a check sign which indicates that it has been successfully synchronized.
Just quickly, our advantage. Simple is better, and we are simpler. Besides that, we are using the wide use of mobile phones, and we are avoiding the use of USBs. Okay, that's quickly. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Morgante Pell from NYU Abu Dhabi.
I'm Oleg Grushin from NYU Abu Dhabi as well.
I'm Moiri Gamboni from NYU Abu Dhabi.
And we've created navigation for humans. Now, there's a serious problem in the Arab world between what we have in the West and what we have here. In New York, for example, Google Maps works great. If I search for Steve's Pizza, I can get a precise address, a precise location with a number, and I can give this to any taxi driver. They'll have no problem finding me there. But here in the Arab world, if I search for Sama Tower, the largest residential building in Abu Dhabi, all I'll get is Sama Tower, Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. Not very useful. So we've created the solution that gives format in the way that we need to give it to taxi drivers here in the United Arab Emirates and elsewhere in the Arab world. That it gives Sama Tower near NMC Hospital, near Etisalat Towers. So to show you a bit more of how this works in the real world with our demo for any location that you want to find across the Arab world, we're going to do a quick demo. So search for Sama Tower. Here we go. Just type it in the top. There we go. Comes up with our precise location with the nearby landmark that you can give to any taxi driver. But maybe our friend just arrived. They don't have access to the internet. They just arrived at the airport, and all they have is a phone that doesn't have iPhone. It doesn't have the ability to go online. So we can just send an SMS to them, which will send the location. We'll get to that later. But maybe we're not even using a taxi. Maybe we're driving ourselves or walking. We can also get directions in a landmark-based format, which works in the Arab world, where street names are inconsistent and street numbers are non-existent. So if we just get directions, and then choose our current location using the tab bar in the top, which will grab our current geolocation, and grab the directions for it, we are able to build the directions as normal in the sidebar, but we also plot landmarks along the way. We see where you're going to have some landmarks, where you're going to be seeing some things, inject those into the landmarks on the side, and plot them on the map, making it much easier to navigate where you don't know the street names or the street numbers in an unfamiliar territory. But this worked because Sama Tower is an identifiable location that we can search for. What about places we don't even know about? What about places with no name to search for? We can do that by having a short code which is generated for every place that we've ever searched for on the site. This short code, like for example, SPQR, we can share that with a friend to have them be able to go to the hole-in-the-wall shisha place for which we would otherwise be unable to share about, and have it generate the navigation directions straight to there, as well as a landmark-based destination that you can describe to any taxi driver to get there. An easy way to share places in Abu Dhabi. Now, this is simple, but we think it has a huge impact, because it makes exploring a new community and integrating these communities much easier, because previously it's really hard to actually find places in the Arab world where you're not native, where you don't know that particular landmarks. You can actually find that landmark, get to that place in a much easier way. It also makes it a lot easier for us all. I mean, I know anyone who's spent any time here is constantly frustrated at that. So it makes all of our lives much easier, and that's a true social good. And finally, we believe it can ease the transition to numeric addresses. Abu Dhabi is attempting to conduct street numbering soon, and a big problem is that a local area, people are used to using landmarks. So by putting landmarks with map-based directions, we get people used to the transition between both systems by overlaying them on top of each other. Now, we have big plans for this because it's just so useful. We're deploying it ourselves. It's online right now, and we're going to be using it a lot soon. We plan to build native mobile applications for iOS and Android, and we want to have more and better landmarks by soliciting users. We already have a lot of landmarks in there because Oleg and Marah were able to query a bunch of different APIs, including the Google Maps API and an API called Gecko. But some cases, there's still not enough data. We'd like users to be able to submit more landmarks into the system, and we'd like to be able to conduct that. And we'd like to make our descriptions even richer. So not only say that something's near NMC Hospital or near Etisalat Tower, we'd like to be able to say it's across the street from Etisalat Tower. And we've already started developing this by looking through our OpenStreetMaps data to build a graph of where all the roads are and create directions in relation to them. So something's across or to the left of in relation to the road, which is the way people really talk about things. So thank you, and online on GitHub.
By the way, the message came through. It says, Samo Tower is by NMC Hospital and the Salat Headquarters Building A.
Good evening. I can feel that you get bored, but don't worry. We will let this place on fire. So this is our team. We call ourselves Be Safe Team. Our app is Safe Journey. We are Amar, Mustafa, Abdurrahman, and Amanda, and myself, Abdullah. We come from different universities, Khalifa University, Princeton University, and Ain Shams University. I hope you will enjoy this presentation for this wonderful app. Amanda will start. Wish us luck.
Hi. So in parts of the Arab world, it's dangerous for women and children to travel in taxis or public buses by themselves. And this is a real problem for women who don't have cars and children because they cannot simultaneously be safe and mobile. But we envision a world where no one has to compromise on their safety or their mobility.
So in this diagram here, as you can see, this is the usual scenario that we can have for any trip. So the passenger first brought the vehicle. After that, it's going to provide some info about this journey, which you are going to see it in the demo. After that, the application sends an SMS message to the guardian. Then we will monitor the journey, okay? And actually here you can see we have two routes. The first one is that the person arrives safely, and this is what we expect and what we hope. And this situation, I hope that any one of you didn't be in this situation. So that's now showtime.
Okay.
Oh.
So here's the scenario. It's late at night. I've been hacking all day at this campus, and I'm ready to go back to the hotel. So I need to find a taxi. That's great. I see one here. But he looks really scary. And I don't really feel comfortable getting in alone at night. But it's no problem, because I can use my Safe Journey app. So you can follow along on the screen as I fill out a little bit of information about the trip. I just need to put in the taxi's vehicle number. Let's say it's 123. And then I got to enter my address.
So as you can see, this address is there automatically. We get it by one of the three providers: wireless, data package, or GPS. The best one that is in the area will give us the address. We can use any one of them.
Okay, so next I want to put where I'm going, put it to the hotel. And then I give an estimate of the time. Let's say it's 1 minute.
Okay, so this is how it's working now, but the real implementation for it is that you click the map button and you go to a map and you choose the address. Well, why we couldn't do this? Well, there was some sort of a bug in Google Map and Android connection, and we figured it out, so I guess we need some credit here.
Okay, and so then finally, I'm going to choose my contact. I'll choose my mentor, Noha, so she can be aware that I'm taking this trip with the scary cab driver. And then I'm ready to get in the cab and get started.
So now an SMS is sent to Noha to know that Amanda is getting in the cab. I'll show you the SMS later. Now we will talk about the server side.
Okay. The Amanda, because we are in the door, we don't transfer from here to another location, but we have another trip going in Egypt, okay? You have an emergency and send SMS to his parent, okay? It's just take the trip number from the SMS and search. You got the route info, the trip ID, and the starting point, and the end, destination point and time, the trip of start, okay, and vehicle type and the number of vehicle and the route, because the system is tracking the mobile phone. Okay.
So here we get a pop-out that we can extend or we arrived. So here, as you can see, we extended it with another 5 minutes. Maybe there's traffic or anything. Then, as you can see, Amanda can press arrived when she arrives, and an SMS will be reached to her. As you can see, SMS sent. An SMS is sent, and that's her guardian phone. You have 2 SMSs. Oh, that's a name. The first one was. It's okay. So the first SMS that I just took a taxi from Hamdan Street, Abu Dhabi to the hotel. I should arrive in 1 minute. Vehicle registration number is 123. And the second SMS was, I have arrived.
Okay, and so what's really cool about our app is that it's ready to go right now. It doesn't depend on how many users we have, and we don't need to populate the app with any more data. So it's completely functional whether we have 1 user or thousands of users.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being patient and taking the time to stay with us. As you can see, there was tremendous effort, lots of hard work. Please give all the teams great applause. Thank you. And now it's time for the truth. The award for number 1 is, can you guess? Takeflight. For the audience award, get ready. It's alert to sign. Thank you all. Thank you for all the winners. Thanks for everybody, because everybody is a winner. And thank you guys for staying so late. Thank you for all the distinguished judges. Can you please wait, because I would like to ask if some of the judges will want to say anything. Anybody would like to say something? Any comments?
Just a very quick comment, but having been in the hackathon last year, I want to tell you that I think that the quality of the presentations this year were outstanding. A real improvement. I see this great teamwork happening here, and it's very exciting. There's a couple teams that I do want to talk to, because I'm Jeffrey from Microsoft, because there's a couple of your ideas that actually are things that we're working on now, That includes the #1 winners. So I'd like to talk to you guys for just a brief moment. Maybe you can help us with some design work we're doing. And there's a few other people that I'm going to chase down in this hallway. Your ideas are great. It's very exciting to see what you're doing. All of the judges were so excited about the progress you're making. We feel so useless compared to the upcoming generation. It gives us hope that the world is going to go in the right place. So thank you for everything.
Thank you, Jeffrey, so much. That's wonderful.
I wanted to echo Microsoft's statements there. I think that this was an excellent event. I've had the pleasure of being here both this year and also at the previous first-year event. The quality of the presentations were fantastic this year. Everyone put in a great effort. I worked with many of you throughout the process here, and it's been a very pleasurable experience. Also, to echo one of his statements, I personally felt very strongly about one of the hacks that was presented here. Having personal experiences where that exact application would have been very useful to myself personally, and that is Safe Journey. So I would actually love to have the pleasure. I would love to have the pleasure of helping you guys to be able to launch that as a successful application and get that out in the hands of people that need that outside of the Arab world and inside of the Arab world, because I think that that is universally an application that can be useful to a lot of people.
So I work for Google.org, and I don't know if Google.org will have the guts to finance you guys, but I can tell you that all the hacks will be described in clear details, and hopefully they are going to influence the product roadmaps of the various tools that we have around doing good. And so I think that the alert to sign, I worked with the crisis response people. I keep telling them that what about this kind of situations for deaf people? I hope that this time they will hear me, and when I tell them about the demo, they will be convinced that this is doable and this is useful. And for Landmarker, I mean, when I was in Dubai and I suffered this big issue, I think that if we can convince Google and all the other GIS system to think slightly differently. It's not just about zip codes, postal addresses. I was talking to someone from Doha this morning. I mean, you guys here, you build faster that we can send the satellite and cover in terms of imagery. So we need to find an intermediate solution where there is a landmark and we can drive you around. So thank you very much for showing us the right direction.
So my name is Michael Overton. I'm chair of the computer science department in our other campus over in New York City. And I just wanted to say, enough about saying how great all you guys are. Sana'a is amazing. And okay, so let me just add a couple of words to that. So this whole project here of New York University Abu Dhabi, this is an amazing project that just happened very fast. I think I first heard about the plans for it in maybe 2008 or 2009. He already opened the campus in 2010, is that right? This is the third year here now. The whole campus here was built from scratch. How did it happen? Well, because of the commitment of the UAE government, of course, which made it all possible provided the amazing resources to build this fantastic institution. But also, a lot of work had to be done at NYU in New York. A lot of people needed to sign on and do some work to make this happen. And I can tell you that most of the people who did that, a lot of people worked hard, but not too many people knew too much about the region. And when Sana'a came on board, here was somebody who is from the region, committed to the region, super excited about the opportunities here. And she built computer science here from nothing. There was nobody else here when she came. Since then, we were lucky enough to be able to hire a couple of other people. Luckily, we still have some claim on Sana'a, and she's coming back to us in the fall. But don't worry, she'll be back here again in the spring, and she'll be leading another amazing hackathon in the spring. So thank you, Sana'a.
Thank you, Michael, so much. Also, I can't tell you how important to have a great department. So I think I'm very lucky because without the support of my department, and this is an example, I don't think I would have actually survived. But Courant is a great place. The people are very modest, but they have great hearts and great minds, and I think this is really a legacy of that culture. But I think really it was about all of you and about all the energy here from the students, the mentors, the advising committee that worked day and night to make this, to support this, and all of the judges also during the results. So thank you. And the most important thing is the students, the teams, all of you. You've been amazing. And I hope that you take that with you and keep working hard, and you will make it, because you already actually made it. So I'm really proud of all of you, and we will stay in touch, and we will continue to do this. And I will make sure that we will do this event every year. I will make sure that this is going to happen, and we will continue to support, and hopefully this culture will spread. So thank you so much for coming, and congratulations, and we'll see you next year, hopefully.